Hi everyone, welcome back to my live stream. Today's live stream is to be working on my marketplace development area. What you should see in the question in the chat area is a question on how fast you want me to work and finish these structures. Could be anywhere from a week to 2 weeks to a month. So if you end up joining up, answer the question. Okay, that would help me a lot. Okay. Haven't used the creative today, so that's a. I have to refill my inventory with what I'm building with. Let's see. Deep slate bricks. Polished black stone for the floors, the edges. Tough. Smooth, I think it was. Okay, so. Oh yeah, there was one other brick I needed. Okay, what was it? That one. So smooth for the floors and yeah. Okay, so in here I went. At the ends, so what did I do? What did I do? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then that. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and then that I think it was. Yeah, that. Don't mind me as you hear my keyboard tapping away. I'm not running my second screen at this time because I don't want to potentially deal with lag causing issues. Wait. There's one thing I want to know. Okay. That one I did. That's what I'm holding. Yeah, that's what I'm holding. thing that's going to be annoying to do is putting in the subflooring and ceiling in for each floor. I think it's the polished, but I'm not sure. No, it's just deep slate. Okay. You know, I could just put in polished for polished black stone for it, but whatever. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and yep. Oh yeah. Now remember. I haven't touched this in so long. It's been a little forgetful. Okay. So yeah, okay. There's the little lip on the inside. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, okay. I was slightly confused there. Wait, what? Yeah, okay, yeah, I was confused. Get the second building up and I'll be back in the groove of it. Which I don't mind. Get the order of the things up and running and I'll be fine. We can put in the lights in later. No mobs are going to be spawning here anyway, so it's not like it's going to be important right off the bat. You know, for a structure that I thought looked nice when I made it, there's a lot of steps to make it. It needs to be, walls need to be X amount of tall for the workable space inside each room, blah blah blah. this block looks better than that block as a floor. Let's make some slight depth to the windows and then give it color. Designs for the window need to be following a specific layout, otherwise they don't look like beams are separating them. Okay. You know, I have a Twitch now, Twitch account. One of these days I need to do a test run to see if I can do both without dropping frames badly. And then I have to decide whether or not I want to earn off of it, because funny enough, Twitch updated their policies allowing people, new users, or new channel creators, video creators, to instantly monetize, but you have to fill out tax information up front if you want to monetize. Could be tax information for your personal self or through a company employee number, so that they take the appropriate taxes out based on company filing. Seems like an awfully good idea for those for people. I think they're doing test runs in certain countries like the U.S. before they give it to everyone. Who's having the most issues in the countries that are more likely to use it right off the bat. Okay, that's good so far. Apparently what seems to be the issue so far, I'm not entirely sure yet. 100% because, Last time it started dropping frames on me, it was roughly about a half an hour in. But what seemed to be a fix to the issue is apparently I had to adjust it back up to the rate that it'll transfer, seemingly, from what I'm doing to what you're doing, watching. And if it's too low to handle the speed that you're setting it at, it starts dropping frames and the video starts freezing up as if you suddenly stopped doing whatever. Okay. This number will be the same on all floors, so as soon as I figure it out, I can do the outline for each one. Two, three, four, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So does that match the inside here? Okay. Recount. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 3, 4. Okay, what am I doing? There we go. So that's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of counting going around here. Oh, yeah, this is not gonna be fun. Everyone likes symmetrical until it gets too difficult to do alone. Honestly, that question that I put in the chat, if I actually stick to this, should take me no more than 2 solid weeks for all the 5 additional buildings, since I already put up the bottom floor and the basic framing for the outside. I just have to do the wall pillars and then the second and third floor and the walls. Pretty much. The windows I can put in last along with the pillars if I really wanted to. So, for those who do not know, any structure Mojang puts into the game, outside the villagers' housing, generally speaking, has 2 blocks between each floor. The block that prevents you from going up for the ceiling, and then the next block for the next floor's floor. And most of the time, it includes that with the outside structure. So, like with a nether fortress and whatever bastion, you'll find the alternating 2 block appearance between each floor. So you have the ceiling on one side and the floor on top of it, or the ceiling and then the roof to the structure. Makes sense if you don't want people to accidentally fall through into lava and nether. I think they did that the same way with the dungeons. You have to mine out to get 2 blocks to puncture through it between the actual floors and not the floors inside the room you're in. Could be wrong. I haven't actually looked at it in a couple months. But I think that's the basic idea for all the major structures that they have, where you can find loot, battle mobs from a spawner and stuff like that. Is you have a 2 block floor ceiling ratio. 1 block for the ceiling and then 1 block onto that for the second or third floor, or the roof. I'm guessing it's kind of like geodes. You don't just punch your way through into it automatically upon the first block. You have to mine out a couple. Ice cream breath. Mint choc mint chocolate chip. Yeah, peppermint. The greenish mint flavored ice cream with chocolate chip pieces. Okay, switch to that. Do 2 rows down for the windows. Then I do the ceiling on the second row of blocks. No, on the first row, whatever. Yeah, I'm confused. Gotta check one thing. Yeah. Hmm. I probably should just. Oops, wrong block. Completely forgot while I was looking at the stream health and information. So whoever's watching this after I air it, or while I'm airing it, I don't know who. So the basic thing about the floorings here, uh, most new users will base their floor to roof ratio as you have the floor here. Then you build up 2, maybe 3 blocks before you put in a roof on the either the third or fourth block above you. So you have a nice little starter house that doesn't take much blocks to make. Not a bad idea when you think about it. It's just, you, can you imagine a house where the only walking space is the space you have that you can walk in without jumping? Or maybe if you do have 3 blocks of vertical space of air, that you have to either make barrels or get shelters in order to do a third spot up here for that can be used for storage. Also, what most experienced Minecraft players will do is that they will have a 5. Yeah, so you have 6 vertical spots. 1 taken up by the floor, so that leaves for decoration for the flooring. No dirt. Some sort of building block like planks, bricks, whatever, for the floor. Then you have the walls and windows and doors going up. Either 4 blocks or 5 blocks. this block right here is the fourth block. Gives you plenty of space to have a stack of 3 chests that will open on, that will let the third one on the top open up. Or, you have 5 going up, which allows you to have a stack of 4 chests in one spot, or whatever else. So you have like a 5 block vertical space or a 4 block vertical space, and you have plenty of space to put a stack of chests in for storage or for other things like an enchanting table. Plenty of vertical space, and then you have your 6th block be the roof or the ceiling of the house or whatever you're in. So you have the 6th one be the flat level, so that you don't build up any point past that point right here inside the house or base. And then if it's going to be a 2-story structure or whatever, you then do the same thing with the 2nd and 3rd. Or you then put in a roof which can be designed as a regular house or a structure similar to this, where you don't necessarily need a 2-block roof layer, where you can then come and observe the weather and the environment. Could be used as an observation deck as your roof, so that you can spy on people around you, which this definitely is for me, for the marketplace. You can see better off into the distance of what people are doing, which makes it a nice thing, because unless they have an elytra or some way to get up to you, they're not gonna immediately attack you if they're aggressive. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put in the flooring for the ceiling and flooring for these. To carry on with the idea of a 4 or 5 block air vertical space for each floor you're on. Some people build it because they see other people do it and they don't know why. It just seems to work. Well, basically, what I said is the reason is that it gives a little bit more working space to place stuff in the area. You need extra space to have storage, or you're trying to make an enchanting table all nice and decked out, or whatever, hanging plants or decorations, so you have the extra space to work with. Which in most cases will be just fine, either 4 or 5, depending on the needs of the space. Basically, once you get out of the starter phase of a build inside a new world, you kind of need the extra space, vertically speaking, inside the house. the extra space does actually help if you're wanting to save stuff at the base instead of making storage at different farm locations. Keep more valuables inside the base and whatnot. Might want to make a little gardening area inside the base. Gives you a little bit of vertical space to work with. Because honestly, who doesn't need the space? El Capitan Robert put these in. I'm not sure if he used creative, so I'm replacing. Okay, so for those who are watching now, the reason why I'm in creative is for a simple thing. This server I'm on has what's called a creative manager. It allows the server admin and owner, whoever has the admin privileges, to define who can use creative and what they can and cannot do with creative. What it also does is it allows the individual who's using creative to place blocks that cannot be destroyed otherwise without using creative. Which could be a good thing and a bad thing. In this case, it's a good thing for me. Hi. Okay. TPI. It looks like he's been consistently keeping that for the last day and a half. That's howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh. I'm working on my marketplace, by the way, too. Okay. I'm working on my marketplace, so if you want to vote on how long you want me to take to finish it, go ahead. I don't mind if you say 1 month. Okay. Horizontal fans. How much do I have on here? Okay. Okay. You know, whoever's watching, when I first started making this, I didn't realize how much space I was putting into it and how much I have to count certain things out. Makes it annoying to keep track of the numbers. Like, I mean, I could write down the numbers and put it in Excel to give me a general idea, but hey, who wants to plan out that much? Why am I so tired? Well, I'm technically not tired. Why am I yawning? Hmm. Okie dokie. I have no idea why I'm still trying to build the extension buildings on this when there's really not many people playing. I mean, I could technically open up this area right now if I really wanted to. I do have some stuff I'm selling myself. Shulk box of fender pearls and netherite upgrades. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I'll be back. On the main screen, you'll, the landscape version of the screen, you'll see me switch into a intermission video on desktop. That's basically desktop. On the vertical mode for native cell phone users and the like, you'll just see me with the text screen open or something. I'll quickly let's head over to my iron farm real quick. There we go. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be back. Just wanted to hit that intermission thing. I'm gonna have to set up it for the vertical mode. Okay, I am back. Sorry if it sounds like I'm doing something. I'm munching on some food. What the crap? Oh, yeah. Am I still streaming? If I am, this is weird. Hello? Oh yeah, I'm streaming and I'm frozen. Task manager. There we go. Okay. For a moment there, I thought the entire computer was frozen.
Well, CW, you need to, or as he's known on YouTube, Owen, you need to do something about this place. You could legitimately expand by using this staircase if you really wanted to. Just finish off the staircase and take out the areas around it. In fact, if you really want to expand, let's see. Take advantage of this hole that was made and find a spot to bridge your stuff off of. I'll even give you flight access to this area if you really want to use this shaft to make a hidden base somewhere. But with an elytra and some rockets, you can't even get down to here and do stuff. It goes all the way down to bedrock, so no, there is one thing I want to know if anyone came by and grabbed. It'll show up in my chest underneath the structure, if someone did. Nope, no one came and grabbed anything out there. No one sold me any ender pearls, okay. Okay. Yes, I'm still eating. In the future, I should just call my main stream my landscape screen because that's pretty much what it is. Designed to fill the entire screen. If it's a rectangle going side left to right. Easier to make shorts off of the portrait view. Definitely. Because it includes what it includes where I'm at, where I'm playing on. Okay, man. Since it looks like no one's talking to me, I'm going to mute my microphone so I can do stuff, watch some YouTube at the same time so I don't get tagged on copyright. I'll start chatting when I have something to say or someone pops in and starts asking questions. Okay.
Say what?
weird. I suddenly started dropping frames. I was wondering why it started being sluggish. Which one am I having issues on? Oh. I guess this would be a good time to at least stop recording. And stop going live. Depending on how far I'm in to the live stream, I might as well replace it with my recording I'm doing at the same time. Thank you for tuning in.
Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone, make sure the kids hear words.
At this moment, Brian's about how everything is going with me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. So have a fun time. Good night. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in.